welcome to another video by Shot Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing Deadshot Beast Form. Now what we have here is his vehicle mode, and this is what his alt mode is. His beast mode is not his alt mode. That is his main mode. This is his alt mode. He transforms into a tank, which this is Deadshot, and he originally transformed into a ship, so now he's a tank, and that makes no sense. Oh well. He's a tank. This is what I came up with. Because, I mean, having something go from beast to vehicle, it's kind of difficult with all the extra appendages and such. So this is the best I came up with when I first built him. So he's a tank. Not the best looking tank by any means. Definitely not a good view from the back. The front is probably the best view you could get out of this guy. And while he isn't the best looking, I think he is still pretty cool as a tank. It's really futuristic looking, where your cockpit would be if this was a drivable tank, which is not, because it's Deadshot. Nobody's small enough to drive him. Anyway, yeah, he has some pretty cool features about him. Has these little things up here with the spikes that were his legs. You can see that. He has these little spouts of lightning where they just spout out lightning randomly for no reason, a good reason. It's, has his two guns here. He has his cannon right here, and his blaster over here. And now that he has his beast form, he actually shoots a new type of blast. It's concentrated sound energy. So it's kind of like, instead of shooting the sound blast that you might normally see someone shoot where they have sound powers or a gadget that shoots sound, it's more of a concentrated form that's in like more of an energy form, like laser energy type stuff form. And it's way more powerful, way more effective, just way better. Now aside from the weapons you see he has here, these two, he does have an extra weapon, and it is this rifle that I built in the weapons tutorial. And he can also use this in beast mode. Here, if you want to put this on, you couldn't do it here. Well, I guess you could, but it would be just sitting there if you did, and that kind of act as his main gun. But it'd be just sitting there. It'd fall off really easily. So if you want to attach it in a more secure way, come down here, and these two can attach to these two holes right here. So you could just pin it on. Grab this out. Just pin it on like that, pull it in, and voila, extra gun. Now he has this 2-barrel blaster and this rifle over here, and it is quite a powerful rifle. Do I even English? I just said rifle, like waffle, whatever. Anyway, pretty powerful, pretty pinpoint precision, really good. It's just, rifle, good rifle. And it is Deadshot, so you better believe his guns are of the top quality. So, yeah, there's this tank, very good looking. I mean, it doesn't have any wheels or anything. Just kind of, slides over stuff on these blades down here and here. Has some good armor, especially looks thick down here. From the sides, slightly gappy, it looks like a mess over here. And from the back, it's not a good view. Yeah. From this side, not much better. And one cool thing I found out about this is that this beast head, always comes with a gap between where you attach it to this joint and to the head. Well, it's kind of like the heads come in two parts, as you know, the jaw and the top. So between the jaw and the top, there's this gap. So if you were like playing with this, I think I just messed something up. Yeah, I'm fiddling with this guy a lot because his tank mode is kind of fiddly to keep in a good stature and stuff, good look. So yeah. So what you can do is you can stick your finger in that gap between there while you're holding it, and then you have a secure hold on them. So then you can just do that, and it holds just well, just fine. Doesn't break, doesn't move. You can shake it a little bit, it's fine. If you shook it a lot, it probably would mess it up. But yeah, if you want to play with that, just hold it like that, put your finger in that gap, and you have a secure hold on them to go hover and blow stuff up. So yeah, there is his tank mode. So now for transformation, let's go ahead and take off his gun here. Set that off to the side. And let's get started. Hit the camera accidentally. So let's see where to start, because there's a lot you can do. Let's start by moving these out of the way. And yeah, let's move these out the way just so we can move other stuff. So I guess what we could do first is pull out this head from the back like that, and then let's grab these appendages here and pull them out. Next, let's grab his wings or arms here, pull these out, straighten them out, pull these up, and then just kind of put everything in a way that you like. Do it on the other side. Just kind of get everything in a good position. Oh, his body's falling apart. Which with mine, just because a lot of my Technic pins are kind of loose, that'll happen a lot. It may with yours just because of conflicting joint positions. Alright, so now I guess we can come back here. And this is not too challenging, but I guess enough of a challenge. So what you want to do is you want to fold this part of the tail forward. Then you want to fold this forward like so. And then that should go nicely over the tail once you have the position right. And just rest this where his chest would be. That forms his chest. And then you have his tail. Almost done here. So next what you want to do is just kind of move his arms out the way. Next what you want to do is grab his feet and fold them out and then down as they are supposed to be. And do that on both sides. Like so. Just kind of straighten everything else. Roll out. Then take his gun appendages. Put this like this. Then flip it around like this. Like that. And if you're hearing some kind of weird noise, that is wind, because it's apparently kind of windy today when I'm recording. Then you can just leave this gun how it is. Then let's stand him as we desire. Just a sec. Almost done. And raise his head up. And there you have Deadshot in his beast form. And this form is very nice looking, very cool. This is the only beast so far I've built that has his arms be the same appendage as his wings. I guess is a good way to word it. Where his arms are his wings. Yeah. So this is what you get. Kind of small, but sizes and everything. I mean, Deadshot could still kill you if you wanted to. Because he's Deadshot, he's hardcore, he's a bounty hunter. He never misses. Yeah. So kind of small. He has like 3 pairs of appendages equaling 6 like arm-like appendages. So he has his 2 legs back here, these gun appendages, and his arms. And this tail, this was actually something I added on after I finished him. I mean, I guess I'll just show you this real quick. At first, he was just like that. Which, since he's a beast and he's a dragon-like beast, it looks kind of weird without him having a tail. So I was like, why not just add something on? So I built this little assembly, stuck that on, and it didn't get in the way too much. As you saw, the only little difficulty was when this had to go past his chest. But that's not too hard. Hopefully you guys don't find it too hard either. So I guess we'll get into our articulation now. His tail moves up and down. And this moves all over the place, but that's not really important. Let's see, moving stuff out the way so you can see back here. His legs, up, in, back, forward, a bit limited by the armor and this right here. But if you move it out, then you can get him moving forward. Knee bends, you can straighten out, bend about that far. This, go back, forward, and then this just gets everything. Because the foot is a little bit weird, you might be a little bit limited. Like you can do that, you can do that, you can do that. You can spin it. Not too much of the pivot here, but I mean it's enough. He has weird feet. Legs are pretty normal though. And he is pretty short actually. Definitely shorter than previous mock Surge. For his gut appendages, they are on complete ball joints. You can get them up, out, spinning around. Get this moving on everywhere. And this, you know, you can move it. It's not too bad. It does have these blades on here for defense. Then for his arms, up and down, back and forth, forward and back, elbow joints. Let's see how far it goes. Yeah, this camera work is kind of bad. I'm just kind of struggling to keep it in frame while moving it. Goes about that far. Then you have his hand like that. You do that, and then this is on its own ball joint, so you can move that like all places. Then for his head, you can get it looking down about that far, up, side to side, and then you can open his jaw, because that's what these heads do. So yeah, a good amount of articulation, very posable. I'd say it's mediocre getting him to stand, especially on his back legs. Like, you can do this easily because he's on all fours, and this is just simple to do. And you can get him at different heights if you really work at it. Your joints aren't loose like some of mine are. So yeah, not too bad with the posing and flexibility and all that. So before I get into strength, there's one thing that I should show you. So when he's in flight like this, he won't have these just like flailing out back here. What he'll do is he'll bring these up here like this. And if I actually use a thumbnail I think I'm going to use, then you should see this when you go to search for the video. What he does, he brings the guns up like this when he's flying, so that he can shoot you if he wants to. And since these are posable and movable on their own, he could just like be like that and just shoot at you while he's flying. So that is one good thing about him. He can fly, he can fight, he can shoot you out the sky. In that rhymed right there. But yeah, he can do that. That's how I like to have him when he's flying, because it looks cool and it's awesome in that way. So let's just put these back so I can get into the story of how he became this one. Let's see. Like this. Sorry, probably cut that out. So I guess for the story for this guy, yeah, I forgot about this part. So this extra part back here I put onto the tail, so you can pin this into it, and then rest it on his body, and then you could use that like that. So if you wanted to do that, you could. I almost forgot that, but that is kind of important because that's cool and it's useful. It gives you kind of a storage, not really much of a storage. If you want to store it, you put on this gun right here like you would in tank mode. And yeah, so for the story for this guy, I haven't completely worked it out, but I'm gonna have it where there's some kind of accident, or maybe on purpose, or something happened, and he turned into a beast by chemicals or injection or whatever happened. When I figure that out, he turns into a beast and he gets powerful. He gets his sound blast. He can actually shoot sounds from his mouth, so he could blast you out the sky even without these guns. And yeah, it took Deadshot's flying transformation of ships. That sounds weird, but you know, he transformed into a ship and he could fly, and he had guns, extra guns on his shoulders, and it turned him into this, which does have a lot of resemblance to him because Deadshot had a blue head. Blue head. I'm pretty sure he did have the blue hands too. He had these as the wings of himself. Didn't have these. He had these on his chest, and his chest actually did move in transformation. He did have a... No, he didn't have a silver chest plate. He had these guns as Deadshot, and that's about it, I guess. But yeah, he has a lot of similarities. That's why I decided to go with Deadshot. And I did actually build this from a bunch of Deadshot's pieces, which is why he looked so much like him. So anyway, he turned into this, and he got powerful and strong and kicking butt. He was a little bit kind of annoyed because now he's a dragon thing, and he can't talk because he's a dragon, so he roars instead. So I guess I'll go on to the next part of the story, or the important part of the story, where Deadshot, Surge, and a bunch of the beasts from Zygeria, which I think I mentioned was the planet's name that they're on. Well, anyway, from Zygeria, and they attack Hero Factory. Now, the reason for this is to get more information, because before this point, Surge didn't know how to save them, but one theory he had was if he integrated them with like Hero Factory blank robots, and they'd be Transformers, and they could leave and live normally. So he went in to get that information, but he did a full-fledged attack so that he could weaken Hero Factory. I'll say at least that maybe most of the beasts did not die. Maybe a couple of them did, just because they're heroes, and it's like the whole Hero Factory at once. But I can say that they pretty much got what they wanted. Surge actually did encounter William Furno, and don't ask me to show you that mock, because I don't have the pieces to build them. I have kind of an idea of what I want to do. You'll see a little bit of that idea with a future mock. But anyway, I have a little bit of an idea of what I want them to look like, but that won't be for a while because I don't have the right pieces. So anyway, he met Surge on the way and battled it out. Surge managed to get away. They kind of battled to a stalemate, but Surge escaped. And he and the Beast left, so they got everything they wanted. He got his plans for the blank hero bodies. He got a little bit more information, picked up a few parts, some other specs, some information from the Hero Factory databases. It was a pretty successful attack. A bit of damage to Hero Factory, and it worked out. So I guess that would be it for the story, I guess. And eventually this guy... No, wait, that's not the end. While they were there, some of the Hero Factory technicians managed to use... to develop this thing that would repel the beast. It was like a shockwave of some sort. So when they thought it was ready, they used it, and then it actually did work. The beasts were repelled, and most of them had to retreat. Surge was kind of immune, and so was Deadshot, since they weren't complete beasts, and most of the others were. But anyway, so Surge just left on his own accord. I mean, everybody else was retreating. So, I mean, he got what he wanted anyway. So, this guy, it had a different effect. He actually didn't make it off the planet, but he made it out of Makuhiro City and away from Hero Factory, so they couldn't track him. And there, the story ends until the next mock. So that's about all I have to say. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying this and you want to see some more mock content. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.